Yo, yo, yo. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good in yourself, eh? It's been a while since we've spoken, boy.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Why don't you just go ahead, introduce yourself to the audience so they know who you are?
So my name is Amu Shiringani. Amu is short for Amukelani, but it's really easier just to call me Amu. And I'm a UX UI designer, more so focused on the product design section. And yeah, I'm almost done with university, and I'm a passionate person in this space. That's me, man.
That's perfect. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about your UI and UX journey? Kind of like what was the earliest memory you can remember of you saying, "This is what I want to do."
Oh man, I can remember it like it was yesterday. Um, so it was in 2021, where during COVID-19, and it was towards the second half of the year, and I was at my boss's house, and I was doing like normal graphic design work, working on TV graphics. And I remember seeing my HOD walking out of the office, and she had XD open on her computer. Her Adobe XD was open, and I saw she was working on these intricate designs for some website for some person, whether it was for herself, I don't know. But it was so fascinating to me that a single individual could be able to put every single thing together, from the color palettes all the way to the actual design systems that ran these websites. And it seemed like it just came like second nature for her. And in that moment, that's when I remember, being so curious about it and asking as many questions as I could. And that's led me until this point now. And I've learned a lot of things along the way.
I noticed you said 2021. I think you meant 2020, just to correct the record.
I mean, sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
2021 was my university first year. 2020, during COVID-19, I was interning there. Yeah, that business. Yeah.
Where exactly are you studying? I mean, I know this, but just for the audience.
Currently, I'm studying my final year in Pretoria, the University of Pretoria, and I'm doing information design in my honors year right now. Yeah.
Right. And how have you found the experience so far?
Yeah, it's been quite the roller coaster. I mean, the degree, in my opinion, and I think many other designers would agree with me, from first year, it's just a hard swinging degree. Like they don't let you rest, and because of the nature that it's designed, you're always practicing. It's been a hard journey. It's been a really hard journey, but they've been ups and they've also been downs. But I've loved it all the way since. It's just it gets really tricky sometimes. When something you love really brings you so many problems and challenges along the way. But it's been amazing, man. Yeah.
Now, it can be tough when something you're really passionate about challenges you because you're there like, damn, like I love this thing, but right now, you're not exactly my favorite person.
Honestly, man. Like I disagree, but I commit. Yeah.
If I'm allowed to say such. It's kind of like a relationship. It's an active choice every day. You choose to stay.
Yeah, you have to put in the effort. It's yeah.
No,
It's not passive at all.
definitely. What made you choose to go to Tux, if you don't mind me asking?
To be honest, I heard that they had one of the best design institutions in South Africa and across Africa, and they've been coming as number one in the Laurie Awards as the top institute for a couple of years now, and that alone, and also just having the stability that it's an institution that's been around for so long and it's well vetted in the industry, that I was sold from the jump. And I'm happy with my decision. Um, yeah, it's just a bit longer, but I'm happy that I came this way.
I'm guessing the lawyer was is something that's very in your space. So could you just kind of break it down?
Yeah, it's really in the design space. So simply, the Laurie Awards, or the Laurie, it's like an organization that rates and ranks different design institutions and also provides different avenues for students' works within these institutions to be showcased and also compete for these prestigious awards that are really well recognized in our space. So essentially, it's like the Oscars, but for design. And yeah, if you have one, it can get you places. It can get you places, man.
Now I can see why you chose Tux then. If Tux is number one consistently, I think I'd do the same.
I know, definitely. Well, it was a no-brainer, but finding it was difficult.
Yeah. How would you say the environment is currently at Tux? Like I know a lot of institutes are either what do you call it? Like if I could say really packed in certain classrooms, other classrooms are really full. Like how would you say the average space looks in design? Because I don't hear much about it on campus. Well, at least when I was at Tux, I didn't hear much.
That is because at Tux for information design, they don't take hundreds upon hundreds of students every year. They select a few and they keep the degree quite small and personal so that you can get as much help from the lecturers as possible. So, right now in my class, we're only 25 and we started out at around, I think, 50. Most classes end by fourth year at around 40 kids, but because of COVID-19, the degree was even more difficult while it was online without the lecturers' help, so it cut down on our numbers. But yeah, they don't accept as many people. The classrooms, it's like it feels like you're back in high school, but this is design school where everyone you find in the hallway is a designer in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense now. I remember back in the days of Tux, I used to look at your side of campus and be like, this dude is in the Hidden Leaf Village or something. Like,
Yeah, man. I mean, those trees. I mean, they're there for the designers because they put you to the task to draw close to all of them in the first half of your design degree in the beginning. So we're definitely hidden, hey. Ah, man,
I was just gonna say before that if anybody does end up going to Tux or anybody listening to the podcast is a Tux, I definitely recommend checking out the student art gallery that side. It's amazing stuff to see.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. No, just to see what's happening on the other side of campus. People are really talented out there.
If you don't mind me asking, what plans do you have for your career moving forward?
If I can give you a bird's eye view, become a product designer, focus in on AI systems and design systems related to that, and on the other side, focusing on branding and the people side of design. Yeah, it's been a recent discovery of mine that I've fallen in love with, where design has a serious systematic side and also a very human and compassionate side. And that's what I'm going to aim to cultivate, become a product designer, and apply those skills as best as possible.
Then at this point, I would like to say thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you, man.